What's up, everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Kerbal Space Program. When we left off, we had worked with the slingshot. What was it? The slingshot Mark 1, I think. So this time we are not working on the slingshot Mark 2 at the moment. We might do that in a bit, but what I wanted to do was make an attempt for Eve. Right? I got so excited that we made it to Duna that I wanted to try for Eve. Now, there's some things about this that I'm not sure about. For example, where's the gravity? Gravity's 1.7. I believe that's almost double Kerbin's, because Kerbin's should be Earth's, which I think is 0.9. But I'm not positive on that. Atmosphere is present, yes. Scale height 7. Atmospheric height is 90 kilometers, so it's higher than Kerbin. So it's a thicker atmosphere, heavier gravity. So we shouldn't have a problem landing, which I guess is a good thing as to why we're not. Oh, this is 1. So yeah, 9.98 would be 1. And then 70 scale height. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely how do I focus on you? It's definitely, wow, there's so many places to go. Okay. It's definitely going to be easier to land there. It would be harder if I was attempting to come back, I guess. And I do think that we're lined up properly. I was using a tool that Bloxy posted a while back in one of the Duna ones, and it lets you calculate your approach trajectory, and I think Eve is supposed to be kind of one of these numbers. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go with it, see what happens. So, this is a bit slower than I remembered. And this one is the upgraded version of the Mark II with the accelerometer and the gravity. So what I'll probably do is do this in stages, so I'll be back in the next stage. So here's a question I hadn't really thought of. If we drop these, do we lose their science? I don't know if this will work or not. Ah, screw it. We're gonna lose that. I don't know, this is still processing and this is still uploading. Probably wasn't a good idea to... Oh my! Hi! How are you? So this is probably going to eat up all of our electricity. Between uploading and processing. This atmosphere thing takes a while to process. Either that or it's because I'm in flight. Or a little bit of both. Yeah, is there a way to cancel that? Because that would be awesome if we could just, like, not do that. Okay, I'm actually going to reload it, I think. Okay, so we're in our gravity turn now, and I dropped one of these engines so far. I went ahead and used these last nose cones, simply because I don't think they'll work once you're out of the atmosphere, since they are atmospheric sensor thingies. Wait for it. There we go. Quick save that. Let's check the good old orbit my orbit marker. 47. And I did just keep these, so we'll see. It seems like this is very little atmosphere of these altitudes. Make sure you properly suit it up if you plan on going outside. So I kept these to see if we'll actually keep them. They're not that much science, so if we lose them, I'm not worried about it. 52. Yeah, and I did about I did a gravity turn about 20 kilometers, like I've been doing recently on here. Okay. So I think we're set until we drop these two, go to this one, and go to a full horizontal escape pattern. And so I'm going to save it here, and I will be back when we're on that approach. Okay, so what I'm doing here is a little different. I decided the APOS, it was about 80, and I decided to start turning prograde. And try and start extending our orbit a little towards the escape route. Now the other thing, I think I'm kind of lined up here with the target for Duna. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or if that's a byproduct of just where I'm lined up. But basically, I mean, to get an escape route, you kind of just burn prograde until your APO's at a certain point. So I kind of figured I didn't really need to take the time to set up a node. I would just do it this way. Quick save it here. Although you don't get the burn time, so I don't know how long it will be. But we're still increasing, and we're still working our way towards the horizon with the prograde marker. So I'm not an expert, you all know that, but I'm pretty sure this was a more efficient, better arc to do it with. So, oh, somehow I'm tipped over, though. I don't know how that happened. Probably because I was burning towards this? I don't know. I'm lopsided a little bit. I'm not quite lined up on the ellipsis. Or, is that the right? Yeah, ellipsis. Maybe. I don't know. So I will probably come back when we have an approach or an escape vector. Okay, so it's not much, but we do have a little bit more fuel than we did last time, and we have our escape approach. And are my solar panels out? They are out, getting calibrated. Okay. Okay, so now, speed things up. I wonder, here's a question again for all of the gurus out there. And, can you ever run into something else that's in orbit? I mean, you can dock, so I guess it would have to be really precise, but you could, in theory. Oh. But I've always wondered about that when you speed things up and you see, like, them spinning, is it's like, could I actually run into that, maybe? So in hindsight, I probably should have turned right, and then it would have flung me towards the actual Eve vector. Oh well. Live and learn. Wait, where am I right now? What is happening? What? What is going on here? Okay, sure. Son, quick save. It's like, sure, I don't know. Okay. Add maneuver. Now, it's not Eve. Or no, Eve is a little bit cockeyed. I mean, Moho is very clearly not on the same plane, but I guess Eve is a little off too. Because if you line these up, this one is sticking up top and bottom. So that might come into play, I don't know. Or no, retro. We need to go retro, because this is an inner approach. That's new. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and use all the things that I've learned. To get an approach. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. So this one over here is clearly the closest one that we can get. And actually, if I keep it here, let's see how. Okay, let's see how good my Kerbaling skills are. If I keep it here, because it's on the apoapsis, it will cost us less fuel to bring the periapsis in, and we still get an encounter. So now we just need to tweak this a little bit to get to match the... Oh, wait, where'd you go? Don't do that. What do I need to do? Pull it in further? I can't tell which way this is going. This doesn't... Is this going up or down? I think this is the wrong way. I want it to go this way. Nope! Hold on. Crap. No, that's going to increase the burn time. I know I'm probably driving everybody crazy because I'm doing what I always do. But this one might actually work this time, so bear with me. Ah! There we go. 1 minute 13 seconds for a 207 for a 6 day. For a 6 day burn. Alright, I like that. 6 day burn? No. 6 day encounter is what I was looking for. Eve encounter number 1. And this should... I love this quick save thing. This is my new best friend. Okay, so I'm going to do that burn, and we'll be back when we have an encounter. Okay, so we have an encounter. What? We're going to quick save this as Eve approach. I always hit enter and it never works. Okay, we can turn off the target there. Let's speed things up a bit. And we're actually doing pretty good. We did drop the 1 as usual, and we're into about maybe a fifth of the fuel. So that works out pretty good. It's kind of this map thing kind of reminds me of Mass Effect when it has this calming music. All right. So yeah, that little tool that calculates your approach alignment thing is pretty handy, if I do say so myself. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. Let's not go flying into oblivion. Okay, Moment of truth. Will it? Will it? Kerplunk. Alright. So let's quick save that. I was gonna say zoom out. Didn't zoom in that much. Now does this have... Gilly is a planet. Okay. Or a moon, I guess. I wonder if we can pull off the same thing we did before. Of doing a, Wait, what? That's an 8-minute burn? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me. 9.5 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's get an orbit going first. I don't really care how big it is. What point does it start being an orbit? Okay, that's an escape. There you go. 8.5 minutes. Good enough. So let's get ourselves aligned. That's the prograde, so we need to flip around. Retrograde should be somewhere over here. There you are. I'm not really worried about the target, just because all I'm going to be doing is retro burning anyway. So I'm kind of focused on the retrograde symbol. Okay, quick save that. And I will be back when we are in an orbit. Okay, so we have ourselves an orbit around Eve. We did use a good chunk of the fuel, and I don't care what that said. That was no 10-minute burn. That was like 15 minutes or 20 minutes or something stupid. Side note, why? Oh, okay, we're too zoomed in to see. Okay, never mind. Answer my own question. Okay, so from here... No, that's not gonna work. I want to see if we can get a moon encounter with Gilly. So that we can kind of make use of it being right here. Anything? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing. Okay. How about if we set this as target, put that there, retract like this. Oops. Crap. Man, this is touchy. Okay, right there. And then do we get it anywhere else? This one's a bit better. Okay, so this is our best bet, right about there. Now what do we need to do to get these two closer? Is it retro? Maybe? Doesn't look like it. Wait, did I grab the wrong one? I think I just grabbed the wrong one. Crud. Crud muffin. Wait. Dang, man, this one is hard to get for some reason. It's probably the angle of orbit that I've got going on here is all wonky. And there was this right here. So, what if we turn it like this? That seems to be getting rid of the orbit. That's not good. Or encounter, not orbit. Approach. Whatever. I don't know. We might just say phooey on it. I think I'm just gonna say phooey on it. I don't feel like messing with it. Okay. So at the periapsis, were we to burn? Like so. Okay. So that's a minute and a half. So I'm gonna get all set up here, and then we will come back at a minute, or when we're having approach. Okay, so I stopped at 100,000 because I had an epiphany all of a sudden that I'm looking at this planet and I don't know if it's all solid or if it's like Kerbin where there's water. If there's water, we might be in a pickle, because then we wouldn't be able to drive in the water. So I need to get closer in order to figure out whether or not it has land type of thing, or if it's all a liquid. The other thing is, I think for this episode we're going to end it here. I'm going to take some science while we're in orbit. So let's get around to here. Quick save it. Move into this view. Let's find... Woo! There it is. Yeah, see, this looks like all water. So we'd have to land on like this or something. So since the atmosphere... Well, that might not be water. I don't know. I'll probably quick save it and then try it next time. We'll explore next time. But since we are here... not what I meant to do. Can we log data? No seismic scan right now. Okay. Gravity. Keep that. Mystery goo. Keep that. And I don't think we can use these other two. No. Just to double check and make sure. Wait. Oh, thermometer does work. Okay. Crew hatch. Rodfin. Okay, now you do an EVA report. Keep that. Board. Oh, and I almost forgot about the nose cones. Do not want to forget about the nose cones. Okay, now board that. Hello? Why can't I click on you? What is the problem? Okay, what was the key? 5? 4. 5. 6? What? Why can't I use these? Okay, if any of you know why I can't use those, please let me know. That's kind of weird. Okay. Review data. That's the 2 EVA reports. Transmit those. Process all of that. And transmit as we process. And then we will probably next episode try and land, explore, whatever you want to call it. And see what happens there. We could probably land somewhere like here, or whatever. Transmit that. Yeah, so I don't mind doing a little flyby real quick. That might actually give us twice the science, because this is all atmospheric. Or orbit, not atmospheric. And then we can go down to the land part of it. But this, I could be wrong, but this looks like water to me, or liquid of some kind. It might just be Eve, that it's got some kind of sheen to it or something, I don't know. But it looks funky to me. So I think we're going to end the episode here. Well, actually, no. I'm going to jump back after this is done transmitting and find out what we got. So I will be back after that. Alright, so we ended up with 368, which is pretty darn awesome. There's something in here that I was thinking of getting, that I don't remember what it was now. And someone also mentioned the grabbing thing, advanced grabbing unit, would actually be useful because it works not only like a docking port, but you can grab things, and I didn't even think about that, but so we might invest in that. Again, feel free to leave feedback on what kind of science we should go with next. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!